I'm Tia Borden with MiningIR. We are here at the 2022 Resourcing Tomorrow, brought to you by Mines and Money Conference here in London. I'm with David Stein, President and CEO of Kuya Silver. David, thank you so much for joining me today.
Nice, thanks for having me.
Are you enjoying the conference so far?
Yeah, it's always nice to get to London
once
in a while. Yeah, no, it's been busy.
Can you give us a bit of an overview of the company?
Sure. So we have a flagship project in Peru, which is called the Bethania Mine. It's a silver mine that was in production up until a few years ago. We acquired it in 2020 after doing a joint venture with the previous owners for several years. And we're looking at making improvements to it and putting it back into production. And we've done a lot of really good work on the exploration side, making the project bigger, but there's still a lot to do there. So really we're focused on getting into production and also making the project bigger.
What's Peru like as a mining jurisdiction?
Well, for us it's been really a very positive experience. We have a lot of our key management team in Peru, including the COO of the company.
Which is always helpful for people to be physically there.
Yeah, exactly. And so, despite some of the, I guess, political kind of machinations that have happened over the last few years, mining's been pretty steady in the country, and it's a big part of their culture and their economy there. So, we've been able to get stuff done. Very importantly, we were able to get a new mill permitted from start to finish. That took us about 3.5 years. So we started actually back in 2018 when we were still a private company. We got the final permit in earlier this year, in early 2022. That as an example, it speaks to the strength of our local team and the fact that we can operate in Peru and you can get things done there.
So a lot of success already in 2022. What are you looking forward to in the coming year?
We've, the first half of this year especially was pretty critical for us. We got a lot of important things done. Looking into next year, we would be looking to essentially put Bethania into production at some scale, and we're still kind of deciding how big we start it, and it's a project that's probably going to just grow and grow over the next 3 to 5 years, and then ideally we'll be able to do some exploration as well. We've been doing this year a lot of surface exploration. The veins that we have at Bethania and around in the surrounding region, most of them come right to surface. So you can actually find them just by prospecting, and we've been able to do that. We've taken hundreds of samples this year, and have made a number of new discoveries. So we'd like to continue doing that at the same time getting into production. And to me, that's really gives investors the best of both worlds. They get the exploration excitement, and they get the production, which is means real progress, real cash flow.
Keeps everyone on their toes.
Which, that's what, in the end, mining business is all about, is getting into production.
David, are there any catalysts that investors should be aware of?
Yeah, look, I think as we make announcements on the production side, those are catalysts. Exploration results are going to be catalysts. There are a number of things coming up.
What are the top 3 reasons investors should invest with you?
I would say the biggest reason is that we can give investors really 2 ways to win. So they win when we explore, and they win when we de-risk Bethania and get it closer and closer, or actually into production. And we've been doing that the past few years. We can continue to do that, next year and beyond. So that's one reason. I think the next reason is that we're really just scratching the surface with the size of Bethania. The exploration program that we have done to date was really focused around the mine workings. That allowed us to do a resource and a mine model so that we could get into production. But we haven't done any what I would consider true exploration yet. So, or at least on the drilling side. So when we do that, I think, and based on the work that we've done to date, we should be able to increase the size of the resource by many fold compared to what it is today. And that'll be very exciting. And then I think the third reason is that we are actually a real silver company. There's a lot of companies that have silver in the name, but when you actually look at their revenue mix, they're mostly gold or mostly zinc or something else. We will derive at least 70% of our revenue from silver, and we're really focused on delivering silver for investors. And I think we haven't really seen what this company can do in a bull market yet, because we've only been public for 2 years, and most of that time the markets have been quite bearish. But when we do get into a bull market, investors are going to want exposure to silver, and we can give it to them.
Amazing. David, thank you so much for joining me. Is there anything else that you'd like to leave our viewers with?
No, I think that was good.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining me
My
today.
pleasure.